Welcome back to another episode of the Forever
Forever podcast.
Forever.
Yep.
Forever. So, first of all, as you know, I'm the beautiful Mrs. Nene Hooks.
You already know who this is, man. It's boy Coach Moot, the handsome dark chocolate Coach Moot. I said chocolate. Chocolate. Yeah, man.
Yes, you are.
How you feeling
handsome.
today, honey boy?
So I'm feeling good. I'm
Okay.
excited
Mm-hmm.
because this week we are celebrating.
Yeah. 11 years.
Don't
man.
say, oh, no.
Well, I thought you was talking about some. We have so much other stuff that we doing.
He
I
said,
thought.
oh, yeah.
Yeah, I thought you was adding some other stuff. I thought we had a birthday party or something. I don't know, but yeah, we're celebrating 11 years. 11
years of marriage. Pure
Crazy.
bliss. Pure bliss.
You think it went by kind of fast, or it went by 11 years?
It's been an 11 years.
It has.
It has been some years. You know what's so funny is when it feels like it went by fast because right now I feel like a lot of the things that we experienced at the beginning of our marriage feel like, dang, they feel like it was just yesterday.
Yeah, true.
But at the same time, you do feel like it's been a long 11 years.
Yeah. I mean, it is feeling kind of like it's moving pretty fast to me. It's like, dang, it's been 11 years. You know what I'm saying? It was just 10 years last year. That's how I felt.
So today we have a special episode. We did.
Let me get comfortable.
Ask.
Okay.
You lovely other people.
Mm-hmm.
We asked y'all to ask us some questions.
Questiones.
That you would like to know just about us, about life in general, about marriage, about relationships, about things like that. Yeah. And these questions are a little bit more about us. They're more personal questions because we told everybody
whatever y'all want to ask
us whatever you want to ask. Whatever you want to know. We were open books in this episode.
We got a good little number. You know what I'm saying?
We got about 16 good questions
16?
Here. Yeah, we don't have to answer all of them.
No, we can answer all of them.
Just see how much time we got.
Let's get to it. Let's answer all of them. So, do you have them in a specific order, or are we just going to freestyle?
Nah, let's I'm gonna pick the first question. Then you can pick the one that we can.
Okay, so I'm gonna how we do this?
I'm gonna pick the first question.
Okay.
And we're gonna alternate. You're gonna pick the next question.
Okay.
That you want us to answer. I'm gonna ask the question and you're gonna answer it.
Okay, cool. And this is all from Facebook and Instagram, correct?
Facebook, Instagram, yep, DMs.
All right.
All that.
All right, let's get to it. Go ahead.
You ready?
So start it off. Let's go.
All right.
How you gonna know which one we did? You gonna cross them off?
I can do that.
All right, let's do it.
I can do that. I'll start with
All right, let's go.
I should just erase it once I answer it.
We're gonna both
strike through.
Let's both answer the question too, right?
Okay.
Answer it. Let's do it.
All right, so I'm gonna go with what's your favorite memory together?
Favorite memory. Favorite memory.
Favorite memory together.
There's so many. What's my favorite memory? Dang, bro.
Oh, it's so many.
It's so many. And I'm trying to because this is 11 years worth of memories. I think my favorite one is when you turned 21 for your 21st birthday.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I was a Ludacris fanatic and we freaking
I wasn't even talking about that part.
On Crescent Ave.
Man, I wasn't even talking about that.
I know, I just thought I should throw that in there. Like that was a good night.
No, it was a good night. It was just the 21st, cause we had was just getting to know each other.
Really?
For real.
Know each other.
Man. For real. It was a good night. I think you actually got pregnant that next night.
That was that same night.
Did you wear the white and black dress that night?
It was like a beige and black. Yep.
That was that one.
Yep.
So maybe it was that night. Okay. Well, yeah. I guess that's probably my favorite. You got pregnant that night. Go figure. Yep. So.
Our parents will be watching.
All right, man. We got 4 kids, bro. At this point.
Should I answer?
Yeah, definitely.
I can take this off.
Okay.
Let's see. My favorite memory together. Oh my God, I got so many memories. Oh my God.
Yeah, they're trying to pop up in my head now. Different memories, yeah. That's why it took me a little while.
Our 10-year anniversary.
Okay.
it was like kind of the first time where we was like able to like get away for
Yeah.
a couple of nights.
Yeah.
And
Kids was gone.
yeah,
They was old enough, so everybody took all the kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Last year it was bomb.
Yeah.
And I just feel like we just, kind of,
And the
kept
time.
it cool, kept it fun.
Yeah. And I like when we I think it was either our 8th or our 9th when we all met up with Chase and them, Courtney and them.
Oh
The rooftop, and then we
yeah.
did we do the silent party too? Was that the same night? Was that the same night?
That
That
was
wasn't.
something different. No,
But I,
that
I
was
like that
Ashley's
one too.
birthday.
That
Yeah,
was a good
yeah.
memory of mine too.
That silent listening party is probably one of the best times we had with
Yeah.
our friends. So I ain't
Yeah.
gonna lie.
Yeah. I
When
like.
silent
It's
listening
so
parties was
many.
a thing. Why are those not a thing anymore? We should do one.
Man, I don't know, man. I don't even know if I would want to do them. It was cool.
That
Don't
was
get me
like one of
wrong.
the best things ever.
But to me, when I took the headphones out to see what's going on, I heard like shoe just hitting the concrete and all that. It's like a basketball game. So
That's hilarious.
okay, so my turn. Let me see, man. Let's see. Okay. Oh, jeez. All right. All right. Did you ever? Do you ever go through a rough patch? And how did we overcome it? When they say you, I guess we can say we.
Did you? They talking about you, the couple.
Well, yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. Did you ever go through a rough patch, and how did you overcome it? I'll let you answer it. Well, I mean, I asked you, so you gotta answer it.
Did you ever go through a rough patch?
I
I feel like we went. A rough patch. That sounds so extreme.
Yeah.
I mean, we have arguments and
Yeah.
disagreements.
I
had a tendency to not let a good night end as a good night. I had a season where it was like a thing where I don't know if maybe it was just the drinking.
Oh, most definitely it was the drinking.
I used to put my foot in my mouth sometimes and just start talking and not realize that I might say something that might either offend you or that I wouldn't even say that you don't agree with, because I don't feel like you not agreeing with something make me mad. I think that it was more like me being offensive. I remember New Year's Eve night.
Oh jeez.
Was that for 2023?
Yes, it was.
To 2023. The only reason I really remember that particular one is because what happened the next day.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I think that was. We haven't had a rough patch, I guess you could say. We have had.
I mean, outside of when we lost our daughter, but we kind of went through that together.
Yeah. I mean,
there was never a time where I just feel like there was never a rough patch where we felt like we needed to deal with anything separately.
Yeah. I agree. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Like, we never really had, other than like.
Dang, are we boring?
Nah, I wouldn't say that.
That's a joke.
Nah, outside of arguments and little. 11-year married couple disputes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's all I say. What about you? How do you cross number 8 off? But what about? Oh, for me, rough patch. Shit, probably 2023, summer 20. New Year 2023. I think that was it. Drink was involved. Yeah, that's really all I can think of. That one time.
The devil have tried to, but I just don't feel like it's ever been situations where we've been like,
that's it. We need to separate. I need to go to my mom. No, it was never none of that. That's what I think of when I hear a rough patch. I think we've all had. Everybody has financial seasons, rough financial seasons, emotional draining seasons, mentally draining seasons. I think that comes with it, but we do a great job as far as getting over that together.
Do you ever miss the older versions of yourselves as a couple?
Hell no. Nope. I would say this. Before, I did miss the freedom part as far as going out when out. I mean, I don't not have freedom now because I think, okay, I'll say this. Mentally, before, I was more free, but now I feel like I cage myself into a box as far as like, let's just say me going out. Sometimes it's never with you. For me, it's just like Now I don't need to go out. I got work to do. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to leave Neek at home with the kids, stuff like that. Back then, I was like, shit, I'm fucking out. You know what I'm saying? We got no kids. You know, we do whatever we want to do. But as the older version of myself, shit, I miss the more in shape version of me. You know, I can't really run too many miles like I used to. Uh, I don't sleep like I used to. As far as that's
So yes, he does.
some, you know, but I wouldn't go back. Yeah. I wouldn't, you know, I wouldn't go back. What about you?
There are times where I think we talked about this recently. Where, you know, there are some things that I feel like I would pursue or that I would do if I didn't have a family. If I, you know, and I wouldn't be a stripper or no shit, like nothing like that. Yeah. But, you know, like when I think about opportunities that I would take to, you know, that I feel like would maybe accelerate my life quicker. Yeah. Sometimes I do think that I would. Yeah. I do miss the times where I could say, it's just me I need to think about and I can do that. Yeah. But I don't feel guilty about thinking like that. Yeah. But I guess I do have those thoughts, but I wouldn't say I miss my older self. Yeah. But I do miss the times where I did not have that the overhead.
Yeah. I think everybody does. You know, you know, sometimes for me, I'm like, man, you know, if I didn't have a family, I'll be as far as Quincy Jones and all that stuff in my career. You know, but then I think about it, just like that just wasn't in the cards. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I don't do it. I have like a quick thought, and then it's sorry.
Yeah, know. Agree. And I don't think about how further along I would be. I just think about how, like, just hypothetically speaking, if myself was me, like my old self was me right now, and I wasn't far along or whatever, I feel like I could just like, okay, well that didn't work. I can try something else. I can try something else instead of, because you know I could be that person. Yeah. And that's funny because my therapist will always ask me, how old is that part of you? Yeah. So, yeah. So it's not that I miss my old self, but I do miss being able to pursue opportunities that I probably wouldn't be able to.
No, for sure. It's understandable. I thought, man, you didn't read it.
That was my question.
Oh, you cut it off? Oh, you did? All right. Okay. Let me see, guys. Let me see. Let's see. All right. I'm a random pick one. Boom. All right. What's the biggest challenge you faced as a couple?
The biggest challenge.
I think we both gonna have the same answer for this.
I think everybody know that one. Yeah. The audience knows that one.
Yeah, Samira's diagnosis was the biggest. And I think with that, it's just like
the diagnosis was
I mean, not the diagnosis. I'm sorry, the whole process.
The whole
journey. Entire process, what I meant.
Well, no. It's just I wasn't asking that in the judgmental way.
Yeah, no. I got what
I
you're
was
saying.
thinking like, I'm sure some people would even be thinking like, was it not the past? You know?
Yeah.
But
the entire
I
process.
think that but I think that it should be whatever it is for you. Yeah. I think you're right, the entire journey.
Yeah, for sure. And I think even with that, I think after we dealt with that, I don't think that there's nothing we can overcome. You know, like honestly, you know, I think that's probably top 3 of the worst things any person, any mother, father, married couple can go through. Yeah. Me. So yeah, I think we both share. So I'm keeping the iPad. I'm actually another one. That's cheating. Okay. All right. Let me see. All right. Let me see. Okay. What's something you've learned about each other recently?
Oh.
Pretty good. We're not talking about like we keeping it PG. Nothing sex related. We don't have the time to talk about that.
Did you need to tell me that?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Something that I have learned about you recently. That I've learned about you recently.
No. What's something you've learned about each other recently? Oh, yeah, I just Whoopsie. No, Reese, I didn't call you.
Something that I learned about you recently.
While you think while you answer, I'm thinking.
I'm thinking too. Something I learned about you recently.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of things I already knew about you for such a long time.
Yeah.
What is the most recent thing that I learned about you?
Hard to pinpoint it. Okay,
It
let's go to the
really
next
is.
one. How have you kept the romance alive over the years?
How have we kept the romance alive over the years?
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Go ahead. I got time to think. So
I see.
no, I don't really have too much time to
How
think.
have we kept the romance alive over the years? I think that we have. I think that's why it was so hard to answer that last question,
What? Why?
because a lot of the stuff that we've been learning about each
It's
other
been like
recently,
most recent conversations. In a
well,
sense.
it's mostly been sexual and our physical intimacy.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
I mean, sorry,
that one probably does overpower.
it does. Well, yeah, that makes it harder to answer that question because
Yeah.
a lot of it has been about us, and so that's how we keep the romance
Yeah.
alive. Is
Mm.
um, first of all, communication is key for me.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Yep.
We try to communicate needs, desires,
Mm-hmm.
and things like that. And I think that what's so funny?
What?
You do a really good job communicating that. You
What's
know how you always talk about how you're not really good communicator?
whoa? Is that a good thing or a bad thing here? I think I'm okay. I'll take that.
You do a real good job communicating that.
I
I,
don't.
I
So
love it though.
I
I'm just
don't
saying.
communicate anything else good like that.
I didn't. You do that best,
I'll take that. I'll take that.
and I'm okay with that.
I'll take that.
You communicate your sexual needs and desires better than you communicate your mental needs
Yeah.
or your emotional needs.
Well,
They kind of
I
coincide
think
though, huh?
I'll say this. I actually think most men don't have that problem. Well, no, forget that. Forget all that. I think it comes easy to me because I think the sexual part, it kind of no, it does. It gives me that nourishment in the sense that I've craved since a young, just you know what I'm saying, since a child. So
Mhm.
because of nourishment is something I always craved. I guess that makes it so easier for me to express it. You know,
Yeah.
um, and not even just that. You make it easy for me to express it as far as as far as the nourishment side of our marriage and stuff. Just so happens the sex gets involved. You know, um, I think for me, if I can answer the question, communication. The kids are a lot older now, so we're able to do a lot more now. I think that's a huge thing.
Yeah.
The kids are a lot older, so the grandparents don't mind watching all of them at once.
Mhm.
Um,
And outside of communication, understanding
Understanding, yeah,
is a major aspect.
yeah,
I think that we both have a really unique way together
hmm
to understand um to understand each other,
yeah,
but not just from a needs and desires standpoint, but you kind of get to a point where even if you're not verbally communicating to me, I'm paying attention to those nonverbal cues, right?
yeah.
And vice versa.
hmm
And
And we
uh
actually acknowledge them more now too.
we do acknowledge them more
Yeah.
now.
Normally, before we were like, well, all right, okay, okay, you feel like that, she feel like that, okay, all right,
Yeah, making
yeah,
assumptions and all that
yeah.
bullshit. Yeah.
So yeah, yeah, the romance is definitely getting a lot better. It can definitely improve more, and it's kind of tough too because it's like we got the kids, they have a busy schedule. Individually, we have a busy schedule, and by
Mm.
the time we have alone time, we want to go eat and take a nap.
Oh my god, we want to eat and sleep. We
You
should have.
know, but we have
And
a
we're
good
doing a better
time.
job with not eating and going to sleep. But I kind of wish we slept more when we had a long time.
Yeah, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. 'Cause, I mean, we do enough sex throughout the week, so we can sleep on the weekends when we ain't got the kids.
Jesus.
No, that stuff.
Okay.
These are pretty good questions. People nosy, but pretty good. We're kidding.
How do you support each other in your careers and personal lives?
Um, by not thinking about myself And I'm saying that because I did for a very long time. And when I say thinking about myself, it's kind of like love language, right? Like if your love language is quality time, I can't sit here and just throw gifts at you all day and expecting you to feel the love, right?
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I thought I thought me working a lot and bringing home a lot of money was me supporting your dreams too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I think now I actually listen. Um, I actually try to see how I can help you as far as being involved, you know, not even just with I mean, I guess in all areas, you know, like planning, pushing you to do certain things when you second guess it.
You're real
Um,
good with that.
you know, yeah, you know, just actually just putting my own needs and my own thoughts and even what I think you want or may need aside and just focusing on what you want as a whole. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm sure I'm missing something else, but as I think about it more, uh, what about you?
I think that one of the main things is pushing but not being too pushy.
Yeah.
And honestly, I found, and I think this can kind of go back to that question about something that you learned.
Mm-hmm.
I find that I feel like we just are, when it comes to keeping our personal and me
Yeah.
being more wifely,
Mm-hmm.
so not necessarily pushing you to follow your dreams or whatever, but
Mm-hmm.
kind of like really not even focusing on career,
Yeah.
right? Like
Mm-hmm.
definitely supporting anything that you do, making space for you to accomplish
Yeah.
those things. But I found that it seems like we just work a little bit better when it happens that way.
Yeah.
And I think it's just natural. It's not something that we like have to discuss or figure out or anything, but it's just
Mm-hmm.
something I'm paying attention to and I'm noticing
Yeah.
that if I and I think that goes both ways. Like if the other person is kind of lightening the load on the personal side,
Yeah.
then that makes the other person able to, especially for you, like somebody like you with a business and working at home as much as you do
Mm-hmm.
in your business. If there is not too, like, if you don't have to worry about what everybody gonna eat or who got to
Mm-hmm.
be where or whatever the case may be,
Yeah.
and you're just able to focus on deadlines and submissions and things like that,
Yeah.
then I feel like that for you is a major amount of support,
Yeah.
and vice versa.
Yeah. No, I agree. And also, it's like you gotta know the other person too, because I learned that I can't expect you to do what I do when it comes to work and
Hmm.
business and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Like you need more of a push sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So now you know, instead of me possibly being upset because you aren't actively doing as much as I may have want you or may want you to do as far as your business, you know, I try to be more patient. And I know sometimes you need that push. You know, and for me, um, if we can agree, I don't think I like being pushed. I just rather just have the space to just do it.
Hmm.
So,
So I did learn something recently about you, and
mhm,
this is not even something that we talked about. I just paid
mhm.
attention
Yeah,
to.
no, for sure. Oh, I'm saying, I knew you were gonna come to us. It's just take a little time. Is it my turn?
Yep.
All right. We getting these questions knocked out, guys.
Some of them probably gonna be kind of
This is
repetitive
a
as
good
far
one.
as.
If you could go back, what would you tell your newlywed selves? If you go back,
Um,
man, there's so much I would Ooh, but I got bullet points. I'm gonna go first
um,
while you think. No,
if I
I'm
could go
kidding.
back, what would I tell my newlywed self? Don't. I would tell my newlywed self, Nini, this for you.
Hmm.
Don't be ashamed of nothing.
Hmm.
I think that we talked about this on one of the episodes before,
Hmm.
but the way we got married and engaged and things like that,
Yeah.
um, I think that there was a little bit of shame in it for
Yeah.
me.
And see, I never knew that.
before the podcast episode. There was a little bit of shame in it for me, but that's only because there was so much there were so many visions that I had already had about how I thought it was going to happen and what it was going to look like, and I think that kind of led to a series of events where there is an idea of surrender. And this is all really just coming to me now. It's like this idea. So I would tell my newlywed self that don't be ashamed of anything in your life, and um because the things that you give attention to can take over.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. For me, I would say, take your time and learn. You don't have to know it all. You are enough. Um, you are not your finances. Your finances. You are not your circumstances. Your current circumstances. Um, just because you didn't have a father or saw married men around you, doesn't mean you can't be a good one.
Amen.
What else, man? And you learn as you go. And one thing that I always speak on is that I'm going to change, and you're going to continue to change. It's as long as y'all change together. Oh no, as long as y'all adapt to each other's changes and communicate that, you'll be fine. And no, you will not have sex every day. I like that one, right? Sounds pretty good, right? Well, we do it now. You know what I'm saying? We straight now. We don't have no issues. All right, let me stop
I'm done with you.
playing.
um,
And I know it's so much more, but those are the ones I can tell myself all the time.
I love it. What's a funny or unexpected habit each of you have?
You swear up and down you don't snore, but you do. I know I snore. You know what I'm saying? I accept that. You swear up and down you don't.
A, f-
What's the question?
a funny or unexpected habit that each
Oh
of you
yeah, that
have.
wasn't the answer, right? Okay, I just have to put that out there though.
A funny or unexpected habit that each of you have.
Unexpected habit.
A funny or unexpected habit,
I'm just a funny guy. You know, I don't even try to be funny though. People
bro.
just think I'm just an asshole.
I don't know.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm
You
funny.
are a sarcastic
I don't be being sarcastic.
asshole.
I don't be doing it on purpose. I tell you that. It's just if I don't.
Well, what do
Oh,
you be doing?
I just tell the truth.
Okay.
I tell the truth. Sometimes I tell the truth knowing that somebody may not like it, but it's still telling the truth. I ain't never lied. I ain't never lied.
Okay.
But honest, yeah, I don't know. Let's move on to the next one. That's what I'm about to think on.
Okay.
Okay. These are pretty cool though. I like these questions.
Okay, so let's see. How has becoming parents changed your marriage?
How has becoming parents changed my marriage?
Mm.
See the thing about it for I'm sorry. Oh, you was asking me or was that to you?
Skip you, reverse back
Yeah,
to me.
that was an Uno reverse guy. Was that
No, go ahead.
um that's honestly a hard question because we have had kids since we were married. So um it's not like we had 2 years of marriage and then had kids. Um it's kind of like a reverse thing. I think we're starting to like fall deeper into our marriage with each other because the kids are getting older. That's kind of why I second guess you trying to make me have more kids. So so
What is wrong with you?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't. I would say that it changed me as a person. You know, having kids and a wife. But as far as our marriage, you go.
Okay. So I like what you just said, and I think that is an important aspect of how has becoming parents changed our marriage because, like you said, we have been parents since we've been married,
Yep.
Like I literally walked down the aisle 8 months pregnant,
Pregnant.
and so 7, 8 months pregnant. Like literally, my baby bump grew like right before
Nah,
that.
it was there.
Right, I'm saying I
Yeah.
started showing like right
That
before that.
week.
It took forever, and
Mm-hmm.
then it just.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but the idea that now that we've had more kids.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think that like right now we have been intentional
Yeah, yeah.
on ensuring that our marriage stays a priority, because one day them vagabonds
Yeah.
are going to go and have their own marriages and own family. And so we want to ensure that we are showing them what a healthy marriage,
Yeah.
healthy relationship, healthy choices
Yeah.
look like when it comes to choosing your
Yeah.
spouse.
The boys can go and do all that. The boy gotta stay with me.
So when Zoel does do it, I think that it's beautiful that she gonna find her a husband who feels the same way about whatever daughter she has. Now,
Yeah.
next,
All right. Yeah.
let me cross this one
Let me see.
out.
Yeah.
It's my turn, fam.
Oh my bad. Can I hold the iPad, please?
It's my
Oh
turn.
yeah, my bad. I did just read that. I like these questions, guys. Shout out to y'all for giving
No,
us
that
these
was your turn.
questions. I know. I was waiting for you to give it to me. And
Not
let's see. Oh, we can skip. Let me see. All right. Let's see. I'm trying to find some good one. Let's see, guys. We didn't cross these up. Okay. What's the secret to making it work for 11 years? That was like number one. We didn't even.
What's the secret to making it work for 11
Yeah.
years? This is gonna be a great soundbite.
Yeah. Man, bro. Go ahead.
You hit me with the Uno reverse
Nah, go
now?
ahead. Do your thing, bro.
um, what's the secret for making it work for 11 years? Like I said before, communication and understanding.
Mm-hmm.
Um, if we did not have an understanding, um, not just of each other, but of how each of us have grown, will grow, um, when we make changes, when we make decisions to make changes
Mm-hmm.
in ourselves and in our home or
Yeah.
whatever the case may be. Um, if we did not have the understanding, we would not probably have lasted as long as we have,
Yeah. Good thing, Reese.
because the understanding has just been that. I mean, we learned it later,
Yeah.
but because we ain't had the time to really focus on those kind of things. But I think that the idea of understanding evolution, which
Mm-hmm.
our next podcast is gonna be about,
Yeah.
understanding the evolution of us individually and us as a couple,
Yeah.
having that understanding can take you a long way.
Yeah. Try not to get like too rowdy about the answer.
Rowdy.
Yeah. Because don't worry about it. But for me, yeah, don't worry about it.
Because you wouldn't be you.
Yeah. I would say that. Well, first thing first, we came into our marriage. Divorce was off the table. There was no such thing as divorce. We never. I don't think we've ever talked about divorce, 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 like that.
We talk
And
about
not to
dessert
say
all
that
the
that's
time.
not an option for people. It's just like for us, you know, I think we just had the mentality like we was gonna go all in. We was gonna make this work. We're gonna do what we need to do for each other and for ourselves to make it work. Um, I always say that I'm gonna change. You're gonna change. I think when people go into a marriage not having that understanding, then when a person starts changing, like, whoa, you change. Like, nigga, that's what we're
What we
humans.
supposed to
We're gonna
do?
always change. So that um dudes just gotta stop acting like some punks. They got, if I can say it the proper way, you gotta man up, bro.
Yeah,
I hear a lot of people say, the money ain't right, all the other stuff. Plenty of times where our money hasn't been right, you know what
a
I'm saying?
damn
But
show when we first got married.
man, bro, it's just like it's just excuses. Get the help if you need the help. we've sought out counseling before. We're both in therapy now. Just do the hard. If I can simplify it, do the hard work. Do the hard work, and you'll be fine.
And then, obviously, without needing to be said, of course, we are a praying family. We have
1000%.
strong faith.
I should have said that first.
Yeah,
Sorry,
that should have came first.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's our foundation.
Yeah, that is true.
So what God brings together, no man can tear apart.
Mm-hmm.
So not even us. We can't even be men.
I think that's gonna be a whole podcast, like just keeping it together after all these years, And I feel like we still just getting started.
Okay.
That's why I'm trying to have more kids right now. No, I'm just joking. Let me chill.
Please. But you had these people thinking I'm off my rocker.
I mean, they probably already know that. All right, let's see. Okay, babe. Oh, this is yours, right? Before we go further, let me ask you anything. Is there anything that you think that we should answer that hasn't been asked on the list? Or do you have anything you want to share with the people out there?
Go get my new album. I'm just playing. No,
I don't. Get the mixtape. Get the streams.
How do you? You didn't cross this one out.
There's a lot of them that's not crossed out.
I know. How do you handle arguments and disagreements?
I thought we talked about that. We didn't talk about that. How do I handle it? I'll be honest. It depends on what the argument about. It depends on where we at.
Does it depend on where we at for you? No.
I mean, yeah, man. Maybe it don't. Let me chill. Maybe it don't. I mean, if we in church, I ain't gonna act like
obviously,
at a bar.
Obviously, but
I would say
for a long time, my husband didn't grasp the. I mean, he's better now.
Yeah.
But you remember when it used to be that thing where, or do you remember when? Why am I saying that? You know how in a marriage or in a relationship, you want that partner that is like, you'll check me in private, but in public, I ain't never wrong. In public, you got my back. You ain't nothing I can say, or nobody can't say nothing. I ain't nothing. But in private, you gonna be like, what the hell?
It depends on who we are around too. If we with our close, I mean, we never. I don't know, man.
Also, one of the things about my husband is he don't really look at a lot of stuff as a disagreement or argument anyway. He just be like, I'm just saying what I need to say.
I mean, I still take what you say into consideration, though.
Yeah.
I said, like, I don't care what you say.
No. Yeah, I just feel like, what's the word for it? Because it's not that you're nonchalant. It's more like it's just not that big of a deal. It's like it's just not a thing unless he didn't know it was a thing.
Yeah.
Like, are we arguing right now? Well, okay, we'll talk about this later. I think it's after the fact.
Yeah.
After I done got rah-rah.
I ain't never. Yeah,
after I done told him, like, dang, you just gonna talk to me like that?
Honestly, I'm like, bro, why you talking like that?
He'll be like, why you talking to me like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so what's the next question? Let's do 2 more questions, and then we're gonna either, if we get more, we'll do a part 2. But we're gonna knock out 2 more right now.
Okay.
All right.
Did you answer that question? How do we handle disagreements?
Yeah, I answered
we
first.
Just communicate. Okay. So we did get a question in the inbox.
Okay.
He just stated that he thought it might be a little too personal, but we're gonna answer it.
Okay.
Can you explain the joy that your daughter brought to you and how you've been able to move on after losing her?
Can I explain the joy that she brought to us? Without me getting too deep, because I know if I get too deep, I want to definitely get emotional. So I just say that I think she was and still is like the root of our joy, our happiness, our why, our day to day everything. Yeah, without me getting too deep, because I already know that's a touchy subject for me. So I would say it's the root. You know, it's like most trees, the biggest tree in the sky. You don't see, you don't even think of the, sometimes you don't even think of the most important thing, which is the root. You know, the seed. So that's what her joy is to me. And what was the second part?
How you been able to move on after losing her?
Man, God, bro, God, prayer. You know, church, community. You know what I'm saying? Community. Um, yeah, you know.
Um, it's hard to explain the joy that she
Yeah.
brought to us. I'll tell you this though. It was so much that it's really easy to reflect on her memories.
Mm-hmm.
And they're hard to forget. And we see a lot of her and her siblings.
Right.
So, and we love that. Um, so it's unexplainable, honestly.
Yeah.
Um, so I wouldn't say we've been able to move on.
Yeah.
Um, because I do think that we both are we have just been able to really try to start healing
Mm-hmm.
in a sense. We just had we just never really stopped moving, so we
Yeah.
didn't really get the opportunity to grieve, I guess, traditionally,
Mm-hmm.
or the way somebody would typically be able to.
Yep.
Um, thank God for community, like he said, we were able to, kind of get things like counseling and
Mm-hmm.
things like that. But I just think that because life just just
Yeah.
kept
Keep
on
moving.
going,
Yeah.
we had to keep on going with it. So,
Yeah.
definitely the understanding that we miss her like crazy.
Yep. Yep.
And yeah,
I would say pushing forward is maybe the better word for
pushing
me.
forward.
You
Yeah.
know, not
Healing.
really move on, just pushing forward. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
one more, guys.
One more. Oh, that's you.
Then I gotta check the parlays. Sorry. Oh, my turn.
Uh-huh.
All
I was
right.
just trying to see what we
Let
haven't
me
done
see.
yet.
All right, guys. I'm trying to think of a good one.
Oh, my highlighter is highlighter in. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see, guys. We got one more. This is a great question to end it off with. What are you most excited about for your future together?
What are you most excited about for your future together?
Mm-hmm.
That is a great
It's a
question to
great
end
question
with.
to end it off.
I am most excited for growth
Mm-hmm.
and the evolution of us individually and as a team.
Mm-hmm.
Our partnership has just grown
Yeah.
into being something that I just cherish so much.
Yeah. Same.
And so I'm excited to get the opportunity to travel together.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited to continue to raise our children into being beautiful humanity to society.
Yeah.
To society.
Menace to society.
That's what it's giving.
Mm,
But I'm really excited about our growth and evolution together.
yeah.
I think that we just really make a great team.
Yeah.
And I just think that um the more we grow and the more we learn uh together,
Yeah.
um, because we've seen a lot and I think we just have so much more to see. So
Yeah.
I'm excited about that.
I agree. I'm man. Pretty much everything you said. I'm just excited to see what God has for us. If I could just summarize it that way. Just definitely want to see. I can't wait to see. Your evolution as far as as a person, business, career, stuff like that. Same with myself. I think I'm to a place now where it's just like, um, I in a sense give up the control and let God control it. So I just like I'm interested to see where He takes us with that. I'm interested to see where He take the kids. Our family and friends, peers. But we talk married. I ain't talking about them.
Hmm.
Just I'm just interested and I'm excited to see what God about to do because I know He's about to continue to do amazing things in our lives and in our marriage. And I kind of feel like we really just getting started.
Oh my God,
I feel like we just getting started.
And that's exciting.
That's exciting.
The evolution of Nene and Mook.
Yeah, man.
Speaking of, can't wait for that episode.
Which one?
Evolution.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be pretty dope. That's gonna be pretty dope. We're gonna have that one cooked up.
Yeah.
All
right. I enjoyed
this was fun.
this. I enjoyed
this. Was super fun.
I enjoyed this. I feel like that was a, it was very. It wasn't too surface level.
Mm-hmm.
It was an in-depth way for y'all to kind of get a fly on the wall perspective of the Hooks household.
Yeah, and thank y'all for sending in the questions. And if you all have any more questions, just drop them in the comments below. And if we get enough questions, we'll do a part 2.
Yeah.
If not, we'll just answer them on Instagram stories or something like that together.
I like it
because they finna shut TikTok down. So
no,
they already have a date for it.
It ain't happening.
They have a date.
Put money on it. They don't happen.
I mean, I don't know, man.
How much do y'all want to bet? It ain't happening.
Will TikTok shut down? Yes or no? Comment down below. And if you know the date, put the date. I know the date.
I don't care about no date. It's not happening.
They don't want to hear, man.
They're gonna talk the right price.
We hope so.
All right, y'all. Thanks for tuning in
thank y'all.
to the Forever podcast. We love y'all, and we'll see y'all next week.
We out.